Number 2. This one I saw on, what is it called? Netflix Instant, and it's still there. Towards the end of the year. Oslo, August 31st. This is a very depressing film. And I have to say, watching it, it's like watching someone deteriorate for 2 hours. That is how depressing the film is. But it is just so powerful because every time you want something good to happen and it looks like it's going to happen, it just like slips. Like it just takes the covers or slips the rug out from under you and it just fucks with you. And it's just so depressing but so powerful. And I'll admit, I do tend to like more films on the depressing side, but this one is totally worth seeing. But I warn you, after you go see it, watch it in the daytime so you can go out and enjoy the day and see what that life is beautiful and what it's all that life is worth it. Because after you see this film, you will probably be very down.
That's very considerate of you to include that. Wait, you're going into number 1?
Yes.
Can I just guess what it is?
That would take the fun out of it.
I feel like I should guess because like I'm your bestie and I know like I haven't seen this yet and you keep suggesting this to me and I know that this is the number one movie because you haven't mentioned it yet and you plug it so much to me. It's so annoying that I don't
only plug it to you. I plug it to a lot of people.
Okay, well I just want to say I don't watch it.
If it's the one I think you're thinking.
So much, but can I?
What do you think it is?
Okay, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Well, folks, is she right?
Yes, because I read
She is correct. It is The Perks of Being a Wallflower, if you can read that. Written and directed by Stephen Chbosky, who also wrote the novel of which it is based on. Now, I wrote a very lengthy review, so I'm not going to go over the full thing. Let me just say the finer points. This film, the book I read when I was probably about 21 years old. And as some of you know, I want to be a filmmaker. And this was a book I really would have loved to have seen made into a film, but I had wanted to try and make it into a film because I identified with the novel so much. I didn't realize that it had gained a cult audience over the years. It's like a next generation Catcher in the Rye. And this film, I think, affected me so much because not only do I saw myself in it, but I still kind of see myself in the book. And it's just about the beauty of youth and how fragile it is, and friends being like your second family or your family, extended family. And it's just such a powerful book. And then the film, I had my doubts about it at first, but it was so beautifully executed, which I think helped because the person who wrote it directed it themselves, and it is just, I don't want to use the word magical, it's a studio film, but it's just so emotional and goes so many places. It's sort of like when you watch certain movies that are based in high school, like Easy A or something like that, while being good films, you wonder, what fucking high school is this? I've never been to this high school.
Right.
This felt like, for most of us, even if you didn't grow up in the suburbs, the high school experiences that you might have gone through, if you weren't the most popular, but you weren't total loser, it just so...
It resonates so much with you.
Yes, and it's a film that I have to say, at halfway through it, I couldn't stop crying throughout the rest of the film. I wasn't like, but I was tearing through the whole film, and it's one of the films that I love, but I know I could probably never watch with a straight face. Every time I watch it, I will cry, and unfortunately, it's just something so beautiful to me. It's a masterpiece that I can't... It's not a film, if I was having a good particular day, I could watch, because it's going to affect me that much. And it's rare that certain films affect me, like I love Scorsese films. But while they do reach me, and they do mean something to me because he's my favorite filmmaker, this is one of those out of nowhere films where I will never be able to forget it, and it will always stay with me. And I will always suggest it to anyone who's ever seen it, or who hasn't seen it, or... it's just a film that's just, I can't put it into words. It's like, it's one of the reasons why I can't review films like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, why I always suggest it, because it's just so powerful to me and I like it so much that I can't really describe it in words. It's just, it's an experience almost, instead of me being able to rate it as a film. You know, it's something like, if you've ever skydived or if you ever bungee jumped, you can say what happened, but you can't really describe it until you've experienced it yourself.
It's a great analogy.
So that is how it is with Perks of Being a Wallflower. And
I
that
think
is
you just convinced me to watch it now.
And that is my #1 film of the year. And it's the first time the title has been taken by an American. And so, I bid you adieu because I think I've taken up enough of your time. And as always, that ends this business for this week, but we always have unfinished business. And since this was a top 20 show, I'm not going to make a recommendation because you should, if you haven't seen any of, at least not one of these films, you should go out and see them. Those are all my recommendations for the week. But I will say my line, as always. Have you seen, not skiing. I don't know what skiing means. But have you seen Scott Pilgrim? If not, why not? Because it's fucking awesome. And I'd like to thank Special Project Manager and co-host for my end of the year specials, Catalina Liriano, for being here. And for all of you out there, don't worry. My future Unfinished Business Rough Cuts will hopefully not be as long because I will only be reviewing one movie here. I'm trying to get through 20. So I hope this reaches all of you well. If you like it or not,
comments, but be nice.
Yes, and like, and please
We're
don't.
kind of sensitive.
And yes, and please don't take the physical. If you have a problem with my thoughts, that's cool. But don't talk about my weight. That has nothing to do with my thoughts. Except maybe with Fat Kid Rules the World. But other than that, please, if you want to respond with your own top 20 list or top 10 list, I would love to see them in comment. Just please, pass it on. Stay loving films, because it is a disappearing art form, because we all know it's going digital soon. So, just keep the faith. Please keep watching if you enjoy. If you don't like, you don't have to watch, but I don't mind if you watch.
Even if you don't like it.
Yes, you can tell me what you don't like about it. I'll try to work on it.
Right.
So, that is it for this week. And I feel like I have had weight lifted off my shoulders. So, because I finally said everything I had to say about 2012. So, I bid you adieu, and peace be with you. And for all the fans, I love you and appreciate you, and thank you for watching, liking so far, and let's keep doing the same, and we'll keep our relationship the way it's going. Bumper to bumper, baby!
Bumper to bumper.
I don't know, I heard Ray J say it, and I'm trying to be hip. So I'll see you guys. Bye!
Bye!